Oh, I just was talking and talking and talking, and then I realized I still got my microphone muted. So let me try this once again, ladies, gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, mesdames et messieurs, good evening, guten Abend, buonasera, bonsoir, konnichiwa, xin chao, ni hao, yo estate kivana, good kveld, good afternoon, dobro večer, bonsoir, grüezi wohl, grüß Gott. And here we go. This is the first game of semi-final number 1, the US Craft Cup. So it is the Craft Cup on the US service, guess what? And ChAnCe is now telling us that Jay-Z is the best tournament music ever, and I know for a fact that ChAnCe is pretty drunk, because he just told me, and he was trying to write my name as we were chatting, and then he only were able to came up with actually we can still take a look at it right now. He was trying to type my name, and he was able to tell me this. So this looks very much like Android, but I personally, I do not even have to be drunk to misspell a lot of words, and most likely most of the words I am trying to write down, type when I'm typing. Anyway, let's focus a little bit more on this game. We are on test bug once again. This is the semi-finals. It will be played as a best of 3. So we have ChAnCe here at the 6 o'clock, or better to say at the 7 o'clock, and at the 3 o'clock we have a Blade. So ChAnCe as the pink Zerg player, Blade as a teal Zerg player, and what is the production tab telling us? The production tab is telling us that Blade went for a hatchery first play. Meanwhile, we saw ChAnCe just staying on 2 bases, on 1 base, now only starting with his expansion. So he went for the absolutely same build he did in the last 2 games against HP the Great. There we see Blade finished with his hatchery, going for the Roach Roaring right away. So the only thing Blade needs to do is to survive until this Roach Roaring is finished, and the Zerglings, interestingly enough, are taking the eggs, taking the cocoons instead of the hatchery. Now more Zerglings arriving here for ChAnCe, and ChAnCe's Roach Roaring will finish about the same time. The metabolic boost, the Zergling speed for did I say ChAnCe's Roach Roaring? Blade's Roach Roaring will finish before ChAnCe's metabolic speed, before ChAnCe will be able to have those speedlings out. Now there are the speedlings in the base. Of course, now he's trying to get rid of more drones. He will lose all those speedlings in the process, and now Blade's got 6 roaches in production, and with the 6 roaches he will be able to block the ramp just fine, and with the ramp being blocked he will be in a very good position. And now with all those roaches out, he is in a very good position just to drone up like a crazy person, and he needs to block this ramp, and now he's blocking this ramp, and he just needs to be very careful, not go too far away from the ramp, but still be able to protect this hatchery, and then he should be in a very good position. On the other hand, we see that ChAnCe is going for a Roach Roaring himself as well, but because of the fact that he went with those very fast Zerglings out, he is able to drone up a little bit better. He's already having his drones here mining from the natural expansion. Meanwhile, it is only 1 drone for Blade. Let's take a look at the harvest account, and even though Blade went for this fast Roach Roaring, even though Blade went for the hatchery first, the harvest account is pretty much the same for both guys. The only difference is that Blade already has out 8 roaches, and having out 8 or 9 roaches is of course very much better than having out the 18 Zerglings. But with this Roach Roaring here finishing for ChAnCe as well, he is now able himself to go for some roaches. So actually we have a small timing window here for Blade, but looks like Blade is a little bit too much afraid to move out of his base. I mean, why not just send those 2 drones back to the main base, send 3 roaches here at the ramp to block the ramp, and just use the remaining roaches to trying to deal some damage. But he's not doing this, he's just waiting, and the more time passes, the better each player, and by each player I mean especially ChAnCe, will be able to make up some stuff himself as well. So let's just take a look what ChAnCe is doing now. Let's take a look what Blade is doing now. And one interesting thing here for ChAnCe already is that he is going for the evolution chamber right away. Now going for the second extract. The second extract of course indicates that he needs more gas. And why do you need more gas? Because going for some upgrades for the roaches and going for bigger roach production at the same time just demands more gas, because if you're having two bases fully saturated regarding the mineral income, one extractor is not enough to fully produce roaches and upgrade at the same time. And even a third extractor will be needed in the near future. So looks like Blade is now moving out here with his roaches and now occupying the Zellnaga watchtower. He knows about those Zerglings, and looks like the Zerglings now want to go for some sort of counter attack here, but no, Blade Zerglings are now waiting for all those other Zerglings by ChAnCe, but looks like ChAnCe will barely able to take out all of those. Meanwhile, the roaches are still advancing here to the natural base of ChAnCe. ChAnCe now using some Zerglings of his own, but he does not simply have enough roaches here in the mix as well, but he's producing more and more roaches. He needs to be very careful. This queen just was getting killed by a Blade's roaches, so taking out the queen, cutting a little bit into the production is always a good thing to go for, but now ChAnCe having way more roaches, 10 roaches against 6 roaches. Blade needs to run away. Now he's reinforcing with 5 more roaches of his own, now sending some Zerglings in the mix as well, and this is what he needs to do. Those Zerglings trying to get us around here on 1 or 2 roaches. Now he's losing 2 more roaches, and on the other hand, now ChAnCe having the advantage, defender's advantage, once again being able to reinforce a little bit better. Now the overlords currently in a little bit in the way here, so you have to rotate the camera a little bit. And do you see how many roaches is ChAnCe got? Do you see how not so many roaches Blade currently is having? So this is looking very good for ChAnCe right now, but the unit counting station is telling us that the difference actually is not that big, but ChAnCe got 6 harvesters more, so that's why he should be in a better position in the long run. But now Blade with his Zerglings being able to tank some damage, meanwhile the roaches to do some damage here in the back. Blade doing a good job, but ChAnCe not realizing that he has to pull away, and he's still continuing with the damage, so, but now he's only retreating with his roaches, looking a little bit better for Blade right now. But ChAnCe now on the other hand once again sending in a bunch of Zerglings. Now the Zerglings once again taking the damage, the roaches dealing the damage. Now Blade is the one reinforcing, and this is just a back and forth action. It will all come down to the better economy and the better baneling micro here, not baneling micro, unit micro in general, because we do not have any banelings on the field right now. What about the +1 for ChAnCe? It is already finished, the Blade without any upgrades, and as soon as the +1 armor for Blade for ChAnCe will finish, it will be even a little bit better. But now Blade is already here in the natural expansion. ChAnCe with 2 queens out there. He's not injecting the lava, even though he's under a lot of pressure. He needs to do this. Now he's injecting the lava once again, but this is looking better and better because both guys are reinforcing with the same amount of units, but because of the fact that Blade is having a little bit more units on the field right now, this is looking good for him. Looks like he will take game number 1. Now we see ChAnCe moving out with his drones, trying to take out a couple of units here, but this will not be enough, and we should see a GG right now. There we go, and congratulations to ChAnCe taking game number 1. Of course I meant Blade. Blade taking game number 1. Congratulations to him, and he just needs to win 1 more game to advance to the grand finals here on the US.CraftCup number 25, of course.